Well, folks, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have brought in further reinforcements for their special teams unit, and it is in the form of a former All-Pro. Shout out to Sleeper, by the way. I'll talk about more with them at the end of this video. So the Buccaneers have added JT Gray to their practice squad. JT Gray, 6 foot tall, 202 pounds, formerly of the New Orleans Saints from 2018 to 2024, most recently with the Ravens and then the Denver Broncos here in 2025. Now, on November 4th, he was waived with an injury settlement from the Denver Broncos. It seems like he is fully healthy now, ready to go. That is how he became available, because I know there's going to be some people out there, and myself included, when I first saw this move, was why didn't they add JT Gray sooner? Well, because he was on the Denver Broncos and was not made available until recently and until that injury settlement cleared up and things like that. But now JT Gray was available and he has made his way to the Bucs. Here's the deal. This guy is an absolute special teams ace, okay? He was a first-team All-Pro for special teams in 2021. He was a two-time second-team All-Pro, again, for special teams in 2019 and in 2024 as well. He was also a Pro Bowler for special teams in 2021 also. He has played 99 total games here in the NFL, all basically playing it on special teams, as he has 2,086 special teams snaps, everybody. So this is a guy that you know is going to be a very good, very solid, very productive special teams player, right? And let's be honest, the Bucs need help at special teams. We have talked a lot about different guys who have not been performing in that special teams unit. Thomas McGoffey has had some issues, the special teams coordinator as well, just getting the most out of these players. And they have finally brought in some reinforcements. Also, keep in mind, Marcus Banks was brought back to the practice squad as well, another very solid special teams player in his own right. So the Bucs are obviously going to be trying to shake some things up. I don't know if this was a decision that was made by Thomas McGoffey, if this was Todd Bowles coming down the pipeline and saying, hey dude, you need to get some different players who can contribute on special teams, or what. But I do very much expect guys like JT Gray and even probably Marcus Banks in there to at least at minimum get elevated here going forward, if not fully promoted to the active roster at some point to help out with special teams, especially JT Gray. He's a guy that I think you really can't keep on the practice squad for very long, given his overall resume of solid special teams play. I think that JT Gray is somebody you may very well have to promote to the active roster sooner rather than later. And we'll see, who that corresponding move would be. We've talked a lot about different guys who have struggled on special teams this year. Ryan Miller, Kayvon Merriweather, some other guys in that mix as well, like maybe Marquise Watts a little bit. So I'm curious if one of those players' roster spots is in jeopardy with the signing of JT Gray and even the addition of Marcus Banks in there as well. But hopefully this helps out the special teams. I don't know if JT Gray is going to be elevated right away for the game against the LA Rams. We'll have to wait and see on that. I assume it's probably possible, considering hey, it's special teams. It's pretty standard, straightforward to go out there and know what you need to do at the end of the day. So we will see. But I'm very pleased with this move. We'll see if it helps out. We'll see if it pays dividends going forward. I know some people, again, and trust me, I understand it, of why didn't they make this move sooner? And I usually am number one leading the charge on that type of thing. Well, they couldn't because he wasn't available. He had that injury settlement with the Broncos at November 4th. So it probably took a couple of weeks for that settlement to clear up and for him to be fully healthy before he was made fully available. So maybe the Bucs tried to add him November 5th, and it was you can't, he's hurt. So, it is what it is. Shout out JT Gray. We'll see how he gets going moving forward here. But let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions about this move. I'd love to hear about it down in the comments section below. I think this is very, very good for the special teams unit. Fingers crossed it results in better play from these special teams overall. But I'll see you guys in the next video. One more thing before we go ahead and head out. Shout out to Sleeper, the proud sponsor of this channel. If you guys do use the code Mr. Bucks, you will get a 100% match up to $100. That is, again, whenever you use the code Mr. Bucks Also, just for signing up, everybody, you get $20 just for free. It is simple as that. So make sure you go download the Sleeper app today. Enjoy football the way it was meant to be. That is together. Huge shout out to Sleeper for being the proud sponsor of this channel. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now and go Bucs.